Hey everyone, welcome back to an episode of Create with Linda. So today I'm going to show you a what's for dinner. It's early, it's about 12:30 in the afternoon. I'm going to do a crock pot meal for you. So I want to get it, obviously I have to get it going now. So I'm going to start now. Now what I'm making is a low carb taco soup. It sounded really good. I found it on Pinterest and I want to try it, okay? Now, I'm not always going to say keto because I feel kind of funny saying, oh, keto meal. It's a low carb meal. So if you're on keto, if you're watching your carbs, if you're just dieting or whatever you're doing, whatever's in your situation, it doesn't matter. You don't have to be on keto to make this recipe or to have this. It's just a low carb meal. Okay, guys? All right, so before I get started, I want to tell you is, don't forget, if you like this video, to please hit that thumbs up button on the bottom, the notification button, so you're notified when I upload a video, and don't forget to share with your friends, guys, okay? I just want to say that, and again, thanks for your support, and today's my second day of keto, and I had my breakfast so far, and everything's going great. Not hungry yet, and it's 12:30, so that's good. I had eggs, so that's protein, and I guess it just sustains me. So that's the way it is right now. So it's 12:30, so let's get started, guys. I'm gonna make this low carb taco soup. I hope it's gonna be good. Let's get going. All right, I'm gonna bring you over. Now you know the story. Whoops, you know the story, guys, with the whole tripod situation and me not being on Food Network. You know, it is what it is. You gotta make do with what you have. This is what I love to do. So, you know, it's not perfect, but only God is perfect. All right, so let's get started. Again, I'm going to leave the light off for now because, you know, the whole situation with the glare. If you know me and if you watch my videos, you know the whole situation with the glare. All right, so what this calls for is now, this recipe, I'm not going, let me come back over here. This recipe calls for beef broth. I don't have beef broth, so I don't want to run out to the store. So I have chicken broth, so I'm going to put chicken broth in it. It calls for cilantro. I do have cilantro. It's kind of on the way outside, but I think it'll be okay for the soup. So I'm going to use that. There are a few things that it calls for a block of cream cheese, but I'm going to use soft cream cheese because I don't have a block. So you know, I'm sure it'll be fine. You can adapt little things to the recipe as far as cooking goes. Not always baking, of course. You know that. That has to be precise, but with this kind of cooking, you can wing it a little bit, and I'm going to wing it because this is the first time I'm making this anyway, so I'm sure it'll be delicious anyway. All right, so let's get started, guys. Just wanted to tell you that. All right, let's put this down to the cutting board because I'm going to cut up. It calls for a couple of onions. It calls for actually an onion and a half, but we like onions, so I'm going to put 2 onions in, 1 medium and 1 small. Okay, let's cut these off. Let me get my little paper. Won't fit there, but yeah. My little garbage plate so I can put stuff in. Just make sure you don't put it by the flame because that wouldn't be good, would it? Okay. Let's cut the ends off the onion. All right. Because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna saute the chopped meat and the onion and the garlic first together and let that cook a little bit, and then I'm going to stick it in the crock pot. So the chopped meat is going in fairly cooked. Okay? Get the other onion. Then I'm going to show you something, guys. I went to Sam's yesterday, and I got chopped meat, ground beef there, because I remember being on keto last time, being on low carb, and I just craved meat. And I had to have it available. I had to, so I'll show you what I got. All right, so let's cut this. Let's cut the onion up. I'm gonna put a little bit of olive oil in the pan, okay? It's a good fat to use, a little bit, not too much, probably about 2 tablespoons. All right, I'm gonna slice up the onions, like in slices. You know what? I think I'm going to chunk it. I think I'm going to chunk it because it's like it's a taco soup. So I don't want them in slices. I think I want them in chunks. So let's do this. slice them in chunks. Okay. Onion's the best part for me. A lot of my family members don't like onion, but you know what? I used to cater to them so much, and I have adult children now, and I mean, I do. I care what they like, and of course I try to please them and all that. But you know, sometimes you just gotta please yourself, guys. You gotta make yourself happy sometimes. And sometimes, you know, you just say, what the heck with it. If they don't like the beans, let them pick them out. If they don't like the onion, let them pick it out. That's it. All right, so the onion's nice and hot. The oil should be nice and hot, guys. Woo! I tell you, getting older is scary. All right, let's go. Let me get my little picker-upper thingy. I don't know what to call this thing. I never know what to call it. All I know is that you can get it at the hardware store, but you can also get it at Walmart now. You know that. All right, let's put this in there. You want to hear that sizzle? There we go. See? That's the sizzle you want to hear when you're sauteing anything. You want to hear that that sizzle. Okay? Give this little mix, little piece of skin in there. Okay? Got the onions going through now. It says garlic. I'm not sure exactly how much it says, but I'm just going to put in what I like to put in. It actually says minced garlic, but I'm going to put in chopped garlic today. It's not a big deal. Probably going to do 2, 4, 5 cloves I'm going to do. Now I could have made it easy and just throw the minced garlic in because I do have that in the refrigerator, but I don't know, I just felt like fresh garlic today. And the other day when I was making a recipe, it called for regular garlic and I did minced garlic. It was just the mood I was in. That's the thing, guys. You just gotta go by your mood. You know, if you're in the mood to make something light, make something light. If you're in the mood to make a big 5-course meal, make a 5-course meal. It's, you know, there's no ground rules. There really isn't with cooking. There really isn't, because I would say not everything, but 95% of everything can be fixed. Okay? All right? All you gotta do is have a concept. You have a concept of something, you can make anything you want. Economical, expensive, however it is. However it is. All right, that's pretty good. That's pretty minced, guys. See? Nice and minced. I'm going to throw that in. Okay. Another little piece of skin. Throw this garlic in. I'm going to leave the garlic on top for a minute. I'm not going to mix it yet because I don't want the garlic to burn. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you over here. I'm going to take you over here now. Now, ready for this, guys? Now look at this monstrosity. This is ground beef 2080 from Sam's Club. It actually is normally what is it? I'm trying to see how much it is usually on sale, how much they sell it for usually. This is 10 pounds and it's usually sold at $2.48 a pound, which is a really good price. But I got it for $2.23 a pound. Look at that, 10 pounds. Now I'm going to use some today, and then what I want to do is I'll slice it up. You know, I'll make it into small portions, put it into plastic wrap, and put it in Ziploc bags probably. I don't really, honestly, guys, I don't honestly like my chopped meat frozen. I really don't. I'll do it if I have to, but I really don't like my chopped meat frozen. But I will probably put some of this in the freezer because I don't want it to go bad. You know, this was a good buy, and you know, it's real. I might even make some hamburgers up with this, and then put them in Ziplocs, and you know, and have them in the freezer so they're fresh and homemade. This hair's funky today. The curls are just never ending. That don't do anything. Anyway, let's move on from that. So you know what this reminds me of, guys? This reminds me of, have you ever seen I Love Lucy when she had to go on the plane with the cheese and she had to act like it was a baby? Remember, she put it under a blanket and she was. I remember that. You gotta catch. If you haven't seen I Love Lucy, guys, you gotta catch I Love Lucy. Okay, you'll love that show. Anyway, off the subject again. But anyway, so now I'm gonna cut this. I'm gonna section this out. I'm gonna try my best to probably like 2 pounds in here. I mean, I don't know if I could do it exact, because I'm really not sure. But this is, I know this is 10 pounds. Let me lower this flame over here, because I don't want these onions to burn. All right, let me just give it a mix, and I'll be right back here. Don't want to get the chop meat in here. All right, so I got the knife over here. Now, 2 pounds, I would say it's 10 pounds altogether. So maybe like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So maybe like, let's see, what I do, 1, 2. Maybe 2 pounds is like this, you think? I think like that. I think that's 2 pounds. It might be a little over 2 pounds, right? Okay, so I'm gonna start with this and see how this looks. So we're gonna saute this. Sorry about the movement, guys, again. I always feel like I have to apologize for that. I'm gonna squeeze this in there. All right, yeah, I think that's plenty. I think that's plenty of chop meat for this soup. All right, so I'm gonna get my little squeezer, my little masher, which is, I love, guys. This is like one of my favorite things in the kitchen. Love, love, love it. So creamy, it works so amazing. So amazing. I don't know, I get so excited about these little gadgets in the kitchen. Is that normal? I don't know. I guess it's normal. So we're gonna get this moving. We're gonna get this moving. That was a little slip. Chopped meat almost went overboard. I tell you, the mistakes, you know, it's just real life. It's like, real life just happens. And when you're videoing and stuff, things just happen. And I'm not going to edit it out. First of all, I don't know how to edit yet. So that's a whole nother story. I want to make my videos nicer and edit and stuff. But editing is hard. My daughter does it for me when she does it. And I don't know how she does it, but I can't do it. I just can't seem to catch on to it. I guess I'm too old. So I would like to start editing, but that's going to be a whole big process. It's going to be a whole big process one day. I don't know what you said. Hubby just came in here. Oh, it smells good. Hubby just came in here and said it smells good. How can it not smell good? Garlic, onions, chopped meat, ground beef, right? All right, so I'm going to higher the flame a little bit so this gets going, guys. All right, we're going to get this mixed. Now, this is I'm not going to cook this all the way. I'm going to get it to like a brown spot, and then I'm going to put it in the slow cooker because I'm going to add all the other stuff in with it. Okay, I think this is plenty of chopped meat. I think that's about 2 pounds. Let me see something. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it's probably a little over 2.5 pounds. I would say it's over 2 pounds. So you got all that yummy goodness in there. Now, in the recipe, it calls for taco seasoning, but what I'm going to do is I have to, and this is just me, guys, do what you want, you do how you have it. If you can't, if you're, you know, on strict salt diet or whatever, don't add any salt and pepper to this. Because the taco seasoning, I'm sure, has sodium in it. So just if you're watching yourself, just do what you have to do for yourself. That's all, and your family. Okay, you don't just like I always say, this is just a concept. You don't have to do exactly what I do. You could do similar, or maybe you want to do what I do. It's just up to you. Okay, it's your preference. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some salt. This salt should be really added so it doesn't come out really quickly. I got pepper. Okay. I'm going to use the Himalayan because this is good for me for keto, okay? I'm going to put, you know, my arm hit the pan and my arm hurts a little bit. I think I burnt my arm a little bit. That's just me, mishaps in the kitchen. I'm good for that. I'm going to put a little bit of garlic powder. I had my son pick this up for me at Sam's, and I usually get the, I guess it's called minced garlic. No, I don't know what it's called, ground garlic or whatever. But he got me the fine powder garlic, and I don't really like it. When you shake it, it's like comes out like in a powder. I don't like this. He did it by mistake. I never specified, so I guess he just picked up what he saw. But I'm not getting this again. It's like a powder. I don't really like how that works. Anyways, I just thought I'd give you that little knowledge. So this is almost done. I mean, obviously not done, but it's almost to the point where it's going to go in the crock pot. Now it's 12:45 already. We don't usually eat till 6 or 7. We try to eat earlier than that, but this I'll put on high for, let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5. This I'll put on high for like 5 hours, so we'll probably eat by 6. So, my hubby doesn't really like spicy, so he's probably not going to eat this. But this isn't going to be spicy because Jenny doesn't eat spicy either, and everybody isn't. The only one that really likes spicy again is my son and I. My son, is like, he makes some meals sometimes, and he'll make a meal and he'll say, "Mom, taste it, please taste it." And I'll say, "No, I'm not tasting it because I know it's hot." He's like, "No, it's not hot." It burns my mouth on fire, but to him it's not even hot. He's like, "What do you mean? That's not even hot." His tongue and his mouth must be so numb to all that stuff because nothing is hot to him. And I find that so odd, like, that's craziness, you know? So yeah, so let's get this done. I'm gonna get this in the crock pot. And then what I'm gonna do is in a little while, guys, I'm gonna do another video. And so what I'm gonna do is when that's done, when I do that video, I'll show you the end of this. I'll show you how this came out in that video because I want to show you guys how it came out, but I can't edit, so I don't want to edit. So I'm going to come on another video, and in the beginning of that video, I'll show you how this came out. All right, so this way you can see the end. So stay tuned for the next video. Will be up later on this evening. All right? Okay. So let's get the meat done. It's just about done, guys. Just about. Ooh, that looks so good. It smells amazing. Smells amazing. Absolutely smells amazing. I love it. So we have another Food Friday, Fall Food Friday coming up on Friday. It's the last one. I'm so sad it's the last one. I hope Fallon does some more. So much fun. I love doing it. So we're going to have, this is the last one, and I'm trying to think about what I'm going to do. I have a little bit of an idea, but I'm not going to tell you because I want you guys to be surprised. So that's exciting. Let me get some water, and I'm going to look on this recipe just to make sure that I'm doing this right. So all I drink is water, guys. I haven't craved any soda today, which is great, right? Because craving that soda is not a good feeling. All right, in this skillet, crumble and ground beef, diced onion and garlic. Transfer the ground beef to the crock pot, slow cooker, and seasonings. Add seasoning and remaining ingredients. Okay, so this is done. Okay, look at that. I guess it says even, I guess with the grease to put it. Don't drain the grease. I mean, I don't mind the grease. That's kind of a lot of grease, no? Let me see. No. It doesn't say the drain the grease, so drain the grease. All right. Okay, maybe I should put you guys over here now. There we go. You're over here. Sorry for such a close-up, guys. Okay. There we go. All right. So, I don't know. I feel like I got to drain a little bit of the grease. I think that's too much grease. I really do. So I'll drain some of it. A nice amount. Hi, guys. All right. Yeah, that's good. I feel better doing that. All right, so I'm going to put this in here. Okay, get all this yumminess in there, all that Onion and garlic, don't leave anybody behind. Out of the pan, people. Come on. I know you don't want to go in, but you know you gotta. That's the way life is. Yeah, I'm just a little losing it. That's okay. Okay. Got that in there. Yeah, that looks good. That looks really good. All right. Now, where's my phone? Let's see. It says to add, let's see, guys. Let me put my glasses on because I'm blind. Add the seasoning and remaining ingredients. Okay, seasoning. It says 2 tablespoons of taco sauce. I don't know. I would think more than that. Let's see. 1, 2. This calls for, oh, it does call for 2 pounds 2 pounds ground beef. But we like it a little bit taco-y, so I would say I put about 3 teaspoons of taco seasoning. All right, gotta mix this. Let's put this over here so you can see closer. Move this monstrosity of meat over. God, Cooper would have a ball at that right now, wouldn't he? Okay, I'm gonna mix this up. You guys see? Let me see something. If I can lift yous up a little bit. There we go. There, how's that? There we go, guys. That's better. So I'm gonna mix this taco seasoning up. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, but I've told you this before, that I smell my food. If I smell it and I can't smell the seasonings, it needs more seasonings. That's just the way I go. And I taste it, of course, but like I'm smelling it now. It smells pretty taco-y, so I think I'm gonna leave it alone because not everybody in my house likes a lot of spice, but they do like heavy seasonings. So I think it's okay for now, but I will taste it to see how it is. But that's good. That was about 3 tablespoons of taco seasoning. I don't know. I already think it needs more. So I'm gonna put about another teaspoon, another tablespoon in, and that should be fine. Because this isn't spicy. This is mild. And guys, I love this stuff. I used to buy it in the packet, and then I would make my own taco seasoning, which I will still do in a pinch if I don't have taco seasoning. All it is cumin, paprika, garlic powder. I put a little onion powder, salt and pepper. It's really easy to make your own taco seasoning. I do it a lot when I make like my Mexican chicken and everything. So that's really easy. But these are great to have on hand just to throw in. I like these better than the package because you don't have to rip the pack. You know, if you don't use all the package, then you waste it. I always stick it in my pantry, and guess what? I throw it out 2 months later. It's never used. So this is really good to have if you want to get. You get it at Walmart. I think it's like $2.50 or something like that. Really, really, really great, guys. All right, enough talking. Now it calls for diced tomatoes. So I'm going to do that. That's with the juice, 1 can of diced tomatoes. I'm going to see if that's enough. If it's not, I'm going to put a little bit more in because we like diced tomatoes. What else does it call for? Oh, it calls for cream cheese. Let me look at this now. Now, I hope it's not going to be different because the texture of the block is kind of thick, and this is soft. So I don't know, maybe it just will disintegrate. I hope it doesn't ruin the recipe. Let's see, season and remaining ingredients, close lid and close. If it does, it does, but I think it'll still be good. It'll still give it the flavor. I have this here, like a quarter of a thing of tempeh. Okay, it says 8 ounces, so this was 8 ounces, but there's probably like 2 ounces in here. I have that one, and then I have this whipped cream cheese from Aldi that I buy. I buy the whipped now. I used to buy the blocks from there, and they're really reasonable. But the last time I bought them, I bought like 3 at a time, and 2 out of the 3 cream cheeses were bad. They smelled horrible. I never had that experience before. So now I don't buy the block there. I'm nervous, so I buy the whipped. So hopefully this is good. Yes, it's fine. It's fine. All right, so this is 8 ounces too, guys, but I'm not going to put this whole thing in because I already have about 2 ounces in there. So, I don't know, I'll put most of it. I'll save a little bit of this. I'm sure it's going to be delicious with the cream cheese, so. Yeah, there we go. See, I left about that much. could see. This stupid light. Okay. So I got that in there. It calls for 4 cups of beef broth, but like I said, guys, I don't have the beef broth, so I'm using chicken. I don't think anybody will know the difference, and I don't think the beef and chicken broth people will come after me. Hopefully not. Right, guys? Hopefully not. All right. So I'm going to put this, so I think I have enough here. This is 3 pounds. So I don't know. I'll eyeball it and see what happens. And if I need more liquid, I can add some water. And I have a couple of chicken bouillons that I can throw in. That'll help. But I don't think I have any more chicken broth. I thought I bought more, but obviously I must not have. But I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to add like a cup of water. Okay, let me go around and get some water. Water is always great, guys, especially if you have bouillons. But, you know, water you can season with stuff and bring it up to how you want it. All right, so I'm just going to give this a tiny mix. I'm not really going to mix it too well. I don't want to mix it that much. Now, let's see if I can find my bouillons. Because these cabinets, guys, are a disaster. Whoops! Sorry about all that noise. Is this the new one? No, it's probably not the new one. I bought a new one because this one here, I don't even know where the heck it is. If I don't get myself organized in this life, this isn't even the one I want. All right, what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna do this bouillon right now because this one is gross. This one is all hard. Look at it. It's all hard and you gotta like chop it off, and I don't wanna do that. So when I have a minute, after I get off this with you guys, maybe it's in this cabinet. I don't know where it is. I'll add the bouillon in later because right now I want to get this going. Okay, so I have all that in there. What else did it say? Did it say anything else? Let's see. Close lid and cook on high. 10 gram beef. Let's see if there's anything else. Garlic, cream cheese. Oh, cilantro I got to put in. Now, I'm thinking I want to put some peppers in here. I think I'm going to chop some of those red peppers in here, guys. I think that's what I'm going to do. But I feel like it needs something else. You know? All right, let's chop up some cilantro. All right, yeah, it smells good. And there are parts to it that are kind of getting a little brown, but we'll just put in the good parts. And I'm just going to throw it in. I'm not going to mince it or anything like that because it's going to break up. It's definitely going to break up in there. I kind of don't want stems, but I want more of the cilantro itself. Okay, let's just put this in. Let's put in as much as you want, and I'll probably add more later. Okay, yeah, I'll put a little bit more in. I like cilantro. Not everybody likes cilantro. Everybody has like their own taste. Some people say it tastes soapy or something. I don't find that at all. I love it. God, it's so good. But to each his own. Everybody has their own taste buds. All right, so that's in there. Okay, I'm going to put the cilantro in. I'm going to add a little bit of rotel in there. Let me go in the back room and get it. All right, this is hot rotel. So I'm going to only put a little bit of this in because I don't want it to be too, again, I don't want it to be too spicy. Now, there are people in my house who don't like spicy. All right? I'm going to put a half a can of this in. And then I'm going to add a little bit of peppers, and then it's going to be on its way, guys. And we should be eating by between 6 and 6:30. Yeah, it's a little spicy. There's some jalapenos in it. That's it. I'm going to put that in, and I'm going to mix it up. Yeah, that's her number there. Thank you. I'm just going to get the peppers, cut those up, throw those in, and then we're done. And then we're going to let it cook. peppers. Guys. Okay. I am a messy cook. My mother's right. She's up there right now saying, oh yes, that's right, Linda. You are a messy cook, but who cares? I'm gonna put in just a handful of peppers. And you know what? I'm hungry. Sorry guys. I'm getting a little hungry now. I'm gonna have to get moving on lunch because I don't want to get crazy hungry. You know what I mean? That's it. That's what's so great about having this all prepared. This stuff cut up already. It's so helpful. Let me put this on right now. Still learning how to do this. High. Weight power. Select high. There we go. All right. So I want these fairly small, guys, because you know I don't want big pieces of pepper in there, but you want to taste them. Again, not everybody likes peppers, but again, take them out, leave them out. That's all right. That's not mean, is it? I hope not. I've catered for my family my whole life, you know, their whole lives. So, and I still do. Believe me, I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker for them. Okay, that looks amazing. That's going to be so good. I definitely think later I'm going to add some more water and the bouillons because I think it's going to need a little bit more juice, a little bit more soup. There we go, guys. Okay. So listen, I'm going to go now. I'm going to get myself together. I'm going to have my lunch, my low carb lunch, because I'm getting hungry now with all this work I did. I'm going to do that. This is going to cook for 5-6 hours. And around later on, I'm going to come back with another recipe on here. And I'm going to show you this, how it turned out. So stay tuned for that. And I hope you guys watch. Again, hit that like button down at the bottom, the thumbs up. Hit the notification button so you're notified when I put a video up. And hit the share. And I thank you for watching. I love you guys. And I'll see you later on today. Bye.